All right, welcome back to Space Games and Space Beer with NPC. We are picking up immediately after the end of the last session. We are now going into the third session of our first round of New Atlantis quest jamming, knocking out as many missions as we can before we leave town for a good long spell. Today, I'm closing out my six-pack of the Ecliptic Cloud Core Hazy Pale Ale Seasonal. It's so fucking good. This is the last one. I will be sad when it's gone, but I'm going to go buy more tomorrow. I promise. I promise myself I will buy more. Anyway, without further ado, let's just keep going. Here we go. There are two entrances to the Undercity. There is one, also called the Well. There is one right over here in the spaceport.
Now that's where the real money's at.
And there is also one in the Mast District. First, let's pay a visit to this fella.
I got contacts all over. Stock may not be so reliable, but I got ways of getting things. All this stuff is legit. Promise.
You have a lot of surplus?
Look around. You tell me. You see it's a big organization. A lot of planets, a lot of people, whole lot to keep track of. Sometimes they don't do such a good job of that. Sometimes stuff falls through the cracks, winds up collecting dust in some warehouse. But that's all right, because I, and by extension you, get to benefit. I make great deals on stuff in bulk, you get some low prices. Everyone wins.
Let's see what you got.
Absolutely.
First, sell our junk. Don't need that Grendel. I'm gonna hold on to that Coachman for now, though. Just because I want to fuck some shit up, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, take it easy.
Sometimes that's just how things are.
But by the way, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
They say they don't need a
Apparently,
program,
he's got some work.
but their shipboard system literally uses quantum synergy software to talk to the hardware. What if that malfunctions?
It's a quaint shop, isn't it? I like it here.
Slow day in here, isn't it?
Maybe a little, but that's not such a bad thing, is it? Better than all the noise and attention topside, if you ask me.
What do you do here?
Oh, Henrik is an old friend of mine. I help out around here from time to time. But I don't just loiter around. I'm involved in my own business endeavor as well.
I'd like to do business with you.
Unfortunately, I'm quite old-fashioned. I only deal with associates that I know and trust. But if you do a small favor for me, I might feel comfortable opening my business up to you. All you need to do is pick up a package from Red Mile and deliver it to me. You don't even need to interact with anyone.
Sure, I'll do it.
Fantastic. I eagerly await your return. Stay out of trouble.
No loitering, okay? Can't say I'll have what you need, but you're welcome to look. Ain't much, but take a look. A reporter.
I didn't read it.
But I'm only talking basics. I don't like people snooping around my business.
How are things going at Apex Electronics?
Door's still open, isn't it? That's my idea of success. Sorry if you were hoping for something more flowery.
How have things been in the well recently?
How the hell do you think? Life's a mess down here. I'm not holding my breath for it to get any better.
All right, I'm leaving.
Stop by any time.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here. You stop in
Everyone's
whenever
welcome,
you'd
so long
like.
as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here. No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us on our toes. Nothing else?
I'm with the SSN and I'd like to ask you some questions about your business.
Absolutely. I'm sure my mom would be proud to have the place featured in an article. What's up?
I'd like to know how things have been with your business lately.
Business is steady, as usual. We don't tolerate violence or disrespect, so a lot of folks like to spend time here. The only thing that's worrying me is a new group of customers I've seen hanging around lately. They've been watching the UC surplus store pretty closely. I have a bad feeling they might be planning something. Kay's house has a reputation as a safe place. I don't want to be associated with that kind of thing.
I'd be happy to look into it for you.
Honestly, I'd really appreciate that. I'd feel terrible if something happened and I hadn't done anything to try to stop it. Why don't you come by when you have some spare time? And we'll talk it out.
How are things in the well?
Same as ever. I've lived in the well my whole life, and things have never really changed. The UC government promises to clean the place up every couple years, but there's still just as much crime and poverty as there was when I was a kid. That's why Kay's house is so important. It's the one place people in the well feel safe. Be sure to put that in the article, okay? I'm really proud of it.
Tell me more about yourself.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm Teresa Mason, and this is my home. My mom's the Kay who founded Kay's house. I grew up here along with the business. My mom passed the place on to me when she decided to retire. Running it is my pride and joy. I've put everything I have into it.
I think that should be enough to go on.
Great. Let me know when the article comes out, will you? I'd like to read it.
Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
If you haven't, make sure you say hello to Mama. She likes checking in with everyone.
I'd like to help you figure out what those suspicious customers are up to.
Would you? I'd really appreciate it. I saw them hanging around the UC surplus earlier today. They sure looked suspicious to me.
What makes you think they're up to something?
They've been coming here regularly for the last couple weeks, and all they do is sit on the balcony and watch the UC surplus. I thought I heard them mention a robbery, but I'm not sure. They seem to know I'm onto them, so they stop talking about it when I'm around.
I'll head straight to the security office and report them.
I'd rather you didn't. I want to make sure I'm right about this before we go to security. But I have to be sure they're up to something before I get the authorities involved. I don't want to get anyone on security's bad side for no reason. Why don't you do a little sleuthing for me? Maybe you'll have better luck eavesdropping on them than I did. We can decide what to do once we figure out if they're really up to something.
Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger. Folks gotta look out for one another. That's why I started serving food all those years ago.
I've been trying to exercise more and it helped here. It didn't help before.
I don't know, Isaac. It seems like a tough joint to crack.
Nah, that's just what they want you to think, Louis. You see security around here?
No, but
But nothing. I say we strike while the iron's hot. I got a feeling that goody two-shoes at Kay's place is gonna rat us out.
she was giving us some serious side-eye last time we were in there.
See, no time like the present. We'll do it tonight. It'll be fine, trust me. We'll be in and out in time to make last call at Jake's. Rick's info is good. This'll be a piece of cake.
I've never seen anybody else try something like this.
I've just about had enough of you doubting me, Louis.
If you say so, Isaac.
If we pull this off, we'll be swimming in credits.
That's a pretty big if.
You gotta trust me. You'll be fine.
I guess I need to work on my self-confidence.
If we can make this happen, we'll be real big shots around here.
I sure hope we can make it happen.
Hey, I thought you were on my side here.
I have a real bad feeling about this.
If we pull this off, we'll be swimming in credits.
Don't take it personal if I don't stop to chat. Lots to do, not nearly enough hands to do it all.
You were right. Those people were definitely planning to rob the UC surplus.
Damn. I was hoping I had it wrong. I guess that settles it. We have to get the authorities involved before they can go through with the robbery. You should take this straight to Officer Endler at the security office. He'll look into it. If he gives you a hard time, tell him I sent you to make the report. That'll get him on your side.
Understood. I'll head straight to the security office.
Thanks. Let me know when you've made the report, okay?
You know I went to chef school? This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
What I wouldn't give to be stationed in the embassy district. Something I can help you with?
I have a crime to report.
Well, that's what we're here for. What's going on?
There's gonna be a robbery. The UC surplus.
The UC surplus? You sure about that? It's been a long time since someone was stupid enough to rob that place.
Teresa Mason asked me to make the report, I'm sure.
That's so. Nobody in the well's more reliable than Teresa. If she says there's a problem, I believe it. You can tell her I'm personally looking into it. That should ease her mind. Those thieves won't be so cocky with security on patrol. Nobody's robbing the UC surplus on my watch.
You're right.
That was quick. How'd things go with Officer Endler?
He said to tell you he's going to patrol the area himself.
I knew I could count on him. He always handles this kind of thing fairly. Thanks for your help with this. I feel a lot better knowing security's on patrol down there.
I'd like to see what's on the menu.
Sure thing.
I just don't think we'll have a second date. We barely survived the first one.
That's just how things are.
I've got limited resources. We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do. We're no Reliant Medical down here, but if you've got credits, I might have something for you.
I'm with the SSNN. I'd like to ask you some questions about your business.
A journalist? That's a surprise. Most people don't think anything that goes on in the well is worth writing about. I'd be happy to help if I can.
I'd like to know how things are going.
Things are always rough at the med bay. I'm the closest thing to a doctor that the well has, and I can't treat everyone. The last few weeks have been especially bad. There's some kind of infection going around, and a lot of kids down here are catching it. It just breaks my heart to see.
I'd be happy to help you out with that.
Oh, you're sweet to offer. There might be something you can do, if you're willing. Let's chat again when you have some time to spare, all right?
Tell me more about yourself.
Sure, if you'd like. My name's Talia. I was born and raised right here in the well. I've been the nurse here at the med bay for over a decade now. Once upon a time, I was a combat medic for the UC Navy. When the colony war ended, I came back to the well to put my skills to use for the people here.
How have things been in the well?
Things are always the same in the well. Violent and dangerous. I swear I treat more injuries here than I did when I was a Navy medic.
Think that should be enough to go on.
All right, dear. You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. 3 gunshots this week alone. I guess we know where UC Security's priorities are, and aren't.
I'd like to help you out with the sick children in your clinic.
Oh, you remembered. I'm touched, dear, really. Yes, there's absolutely something you can do to help. All the children seem to have the same stomach bug, but I'm having trouble diagnosing it. Pediatrics isn't my specialty. But one of my colleagues, Dr. Lebedev, is an expert. If I had his research notes, I'm sure I could diagnose the disease and find a treatment.
I can get the notes for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'd go myself, but I can't leave the medbay unattended.
Ah, there she is.
There are always about 1 million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in 2 places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
I wonder, will she make different comments if your name is Carl? Maybe could be worth checking out. Who's Carl?
Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here.
I could assist you.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
One other place we gotta visit, though. If I could find the... what is it? The, House of the Enlightened. Oh, yeah. I need to get some booze.
Yes. I'm not gonna be stuck in this place for long. All I need is some great...
You buying? You want a beer? Fine. You want a buddy to talk to, or a therapy session, or whatever? Walk right back out that door.
All right. I'll take a drink.
Yeah? All right.
You know what? I'm down here. I'm gonna... Ugh, I'm not gonna drink bourbon out of a sippy. Hell no. Let's just have us a good old-fashioned Solomon's Reserve and a beer brat platter. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, bye.
You know what? I'm just gonna kick back that Solomon's Reserve. I'm gonna eat that beer brat platter, and it's gonna be good. As soon as I find it, there it is. Yeah. All right. Much obliged. Ooh, a little tipsy.
Security's on to us. I can feel it.
Having a good one?
I used to drink. Then, I met Jake. Now I don't. You might say he saved my life. I'm not much for prayer. Tried it once, didn't stick. But maybe it's like tape, and I was just on the wrong side.
Did you grow up here?
No, I came here like a lot of folks, looking for work. It's an ongoing search. Ones who've been here for a while, they can't even sleep unless they got a turbine in their ear. Maybe someday I'll be the same. Take care.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need.
I'm looking for work.
Perfect. It just so happens there's a task I need help with right now.
That's a welcome convenience. Or coincidence.
Indeed. Sometimes it just works out that way. People with mutual interests seek each other out, and by working together, we achieve something greater than ourselves. As for the job, I need you to pick up a man named Tahir over at the med bay. He's recovering from some injuries and needs assistance getting back to his apartment. I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite to eat, and take him home.
Where does he live?
In one of the poorer districts, near where the children play soccer. Take him that far and he should be fine. Tahir is prideful, and I don't want him to feel like you held his hand. You just nudged him in the right direction.
I'll do the job.
Great. You'll find him over at the medbay. He's probably hungry, so after you pick him up, escort him over to Kay's. She should have a meal ready for him to take home. And thanks.
All right, Molly, coming or not. This is the last time I'm gonna offer.
I don't need your help. I can walk home on my own.
Suit yourself. But if you get lost or end up in a cell, don't blame me. I tried to help.
You need something? Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area. I got a bad case of the brain fog, and I can't seem to remember which way to go.
I heard you might be having trouble, and I'm here to take you home.
Really? Is this some sort of scam? I'll have you know, I got no creds.
Not a scam. Just Andy.
Andy Singh. Well, if I'm gonna owe anyone, I'd rather it be the house than the UC. All right, you win. Seeing as I got no one else, might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
My partners have a nasty colors.
Buddy. Are you coming? Come on, dude.
Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell it like it is, and I don't take any shit.
I'm so tired. It's been a long week.
Are you able to work with your condition?
In the past, I could deal with it, but the pain just gets worse every year. So, I can't do any jobs that require a lot of standing, which is pretty much most jobs down here. But what can I do? If complaining fixed anything, the well wouldn't be what it is. Lead the way.
Stay as long as you like. And don't be a stranger.
Andy Singh asked me to pick up a meal.
I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
It's for to hear.
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this one's on the house.
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good to see you alive and well. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know. And I get it's hard to come out here, but just... don't be a stranger, okay?
I'm sorry. I'll try not to.
Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. Here's the soup. Be careful, it's a little hot.
Ah, here we are. Home sweet home.
Certainly is.
At the end of the day, home is home, even if it's a bad one. But thanks for the help. I probably would have found it on my own, but it would have been a chore.
Before you go, here's your soup.
Oh, Right, the soup from Kay's. Man, it's been a long time since I had a warm meal.
Seem to have fond memories of it.
You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day was, or how empty my pockets were. As long as I had my food and my beer, I'd be good. All that weight would just wash away. And to be honest, I haven't felt that feeling in ages. Until now. So, you doing this for me, it means a lot. Thanks.
No problem. Get out. Good luck out there.
Thanks. I didn't know what to make of you at first. Not often you can trust a stranger down here. I'm glad I did.
Yeah?
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it. That's it. Great job. So that trip to secondary breaker, and that goes to...
Thanks for the tip.
Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry. Alright, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so maybe a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
When I grow up, I'm gonna be a three-star ranger.
So am I, kid. So am I.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay. Just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet. Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
Cherry is by far the best flavor of pecan.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Happy to help.
Well, not everyone would be, and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain, but if not, then this is where we part ways.
Gotta just practice my picking. I'm not taking anything, mind you. But yeah, looks like my mod failed me. I gotta look into that.
Okay, I can do this. So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly?
I got your back.
Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Hi, how you doing? Another day, another shift.
A visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of your name, dear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all you little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what. I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay?
Just relax, everything's gonna be fine.
Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
However, just in case.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and I've been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, what do we do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mast's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. Hey, I thought you were out there, you know, solving this.
You okay working with the trade authority?
Does it matter? Sure seems like this is happening one way or another. I don't trust her, but I'll keep an eye on her.
All right, first.
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you. If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
That's a strange way to introduce yourself.
Perhaps, but I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please, let me know if I can assist you further.
Here for some art. Samson Chabrail sent me.
Ah, yes, I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I'll be on my
Thanks
way.
for business. Pleasure dealing with you.
I wish I could go with you on your ship.
Hey there. You should be getting close. Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear? And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. Once you throw the switch, we can direct you to the next junction box. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look here. Okay, you're going to want to head for box 45A. It should be near Apex Electronics. You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay? Thank you for trusting that a lifelong employee of MASK knows what she's talking about. Oh, please. And that was indeed the correct junction box. See that, Zoe? Yes, fine. Let's move on. I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great. Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams. And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person. And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see where this trail leads. If you head topside, I'll pull the diagrams we'll need and contact you.
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain that Mast gets what it needs. But I trade in valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the Trade Authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but it's somewhere over there.
Go for it.
So the sergeant real quick.
I want to suggest diverting funds to zero violence.
Ah, crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale.
I'm looking for work if you got any.
Yep. Something just came in. Scuffle over at the Dawn's Roost. Security on site handled it, but now one of them is saying the other guy stole his wedding ring. Problem is, he left without identifying the perp, so I need you to talk to Royce Elgin at the Dawn's Roost. See if you can fill in the gaps.
I can do that for you.
Report back here when the matter's resolved. Take care.
Figured I would grab that one because it's technically in the same area, so might as well kill a few birds with the same stone.
I talked to my insurance and they said they don't cover that kind of damage.
There is simply no... All of our signature dishes are unique to the Roost. You won't find anything like them anywhere else.
I'm hearing about a fight that happened at your restaurant.
A most unfortunate incident, complicated by the fact that both parties were inebriated. While I wasn't privy to the entire argument, Hugo and Octavio have been dining here together for quite some time. So, it was surprising to see them at each other's throats.
I need to find one of the patrons involved. Apparently he stole something.
I assume that would be the slender gentleman, Hugo Fournier. He was the one who excused himself after UC security arrived. I believe he lives in Athena Tower, although he may be checking out soon. But I would start there.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they're out.
Oh, I can't believe that Octavio. That liar, that manipulator, that...
Dirty rotten scoundrel.
Thank you. He's a scoundrel and a fiend, and I was wrong to ever think otherwise. 5 years we were together, half a decade! And he threw it all away for that waiter.
Your ex claims she stole that ring?
He would say that, but as far as I'm concerned, it's my property. He gifted it to me when he proposed. It's not his to return.
Agreed, there's no crime here. I'll tell Sergeant Yumi you're free to go.
I'm glad you could see reason. This ring is going to fund a very long vacation across the settled systems.
Maybe I'll even take pictures.
Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower.
Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
I hate these so much. They're so obnoxious. I'm just kind of over them, you know?
I'm so excited to see Tony after.
Somewhere outside the city, has thus far eluded capture by
The Freestar Rangers have so far refused to comment to SSNN on what steps, if any, are being taken to secure Aquila City. Should any United Colony citizens need to venture to the capital of Freestar Collective Space, remain extra vigilant.
Halfway across the galaxy to be yelled at by your mother.
Well, you know what they say.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Have you got the data? So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it?
Yep, here you go.
Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it.
And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
So, looks like maybe someone thought they could hack into Galabank's system. In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays. If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs.
Catch your art.
Shh! Are you crazy? Keep your damn voice down.
What?
So what are you gonna do with the art?
Buy low, sell high. I'm sure there's a wealthy banker in New Atlantis that will greatly appreciate what you just delivered to me.
I'll try and remember.
Just hurry up and take it.
Yes. Just hand it over. You've held up your end of the bargain. Our transaction is complete, so I'll be on my way. Take care and let's not talk about this again. Back to it then.
I'm so nervous. What if they say no?
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
Were you seen?
It's not like we're doing anything wrong. Or illegal.
If my boss found out I was dating someone from... you know...
We never, ever talk about work. Or any trade secret stuff. It's none of their business what I do in my personal life.
Tell that to me when I get fired.
So... this is it? You want to end it?
No. I just... worry.
It'll be okay.
I don't know.
My source is back. Here to report. You have another story for me?
Finish interviewing the business owners in the well for you.
Hey, that's great. Thanks so much. Did everything go all right?
Things seem pretty bad down there.
That's why stories like this one are so important. If people knew what was going on down there, maybe they'd want to help fix it. I can't thank you enough for helping me out. I'll send you a copy of the story if it gets published. There's nothing like seeing your name in print. Back to the grind.
All right then. That, I think, wraps up the majority of the quests in this area. I still gotta do the one to pick up the thing for the lady who wants to make the special liquor, but I'm gonna do that later after I get some more persuasion. I just don't want to fail that skill check. Yeah, that was 3 hours of quest running, and I knew what I was doing. I can see this taking you much longer if you are new to the game or just kind of getting your bearings around New Atlantis. I've been to this town so many times, and I still get lost sometimes. Anyway, we're going to close things out here. And when we next play, I'll be going to speak to the parents, and then we're taking off back into space on another mission. Thank you for watching Space Games, Space Beer with NPC. This has been Starfield with Molly Parker, and character inspired by my love, Dolly Parton. And tonight, I have finally finished off my 6er of the Ecliptic Cloud Core Hazy Pale Ale Seasonal. It's delicious. I need more. Ecliptic, if you're looking to sponsor somebody who likes talking about your beer, let me know. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.